First World War proved that money is a weapon, and one of the deadliest ever invented. World War I was also a financial war, one fought in gold reserves, in bond markets and central banks, and in the secret offices of financiers who never set foot on the battlefield. And what they did in those years not only determined who won and who lost, it also rewired the global financial system in ways that are still trapping you today. War on this scale was impossible to fight without unimaginable sums of money. When leaders chose war, they were also choosing debt. And by one, the major powers abandoned the gold standard, quietly admitting to their citizens that money was now essentially a promise, backed by nothing more than faith in the state. In that moment, the breaking of the gold anchor was one of the most important financial shifts in modern history. American bankers earned millions in fees, and the United States emerged from the war transformed, from debtor to creditor, from a financial follower to a global leader. If you wonder how the 20th century became the American century, this is where it begins. The war had turned Wall Street into the new financial capital of the planet, displacing London in a way no cannon could have achieved. The age of American dominance in money and power had begun. World War I was the moment when governments learned they could finance the unimaginable by detaching money from reality. They discovered that they could suspend gold, print endlessly, issue bonds to their own citizens, borrow across borders, and then patch the ruins later with propaganda and restructuring. When central banks promise that inflation is temporary, when governments expand debt ceilings year after year, when new money is conjured digitally at the stroke of a key, remember 1914, remember that the gold standard was not abandoned by accident but by design, in a moment of desperation. Remember that the pattern of borrowing against the future, of printing to cover the present, of selling bonds with patriotic slogans, is more than a century old. Governments will always find ways to finance wars, to finance bailouts, to finance crises, and they will always find ways to make you pay for it, whether through taxes, inflation, or the erosion of your savings. History has the answers. I'll show you where to look.